Tell me what's happening. You're inside or outside?
I'm outside.
The daytime or nighttime?
The daytime.
Are you alone or with others?
I'm alone.
hmm You feel young or older?
I feel like a grown adult.
Older than 30?
43.
And do you feel male or female?
Male.
hmm And what do you notice around you?
A lot of trees.
Mm-hmm.
And
Trees.
feel
What's
really cold. I feel really cold.
really cold? And what are you wearing?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Wearing anything on your feet?
No.
Anything on your arms or your head?
No, I'm naked, but I'm
Naked.
hairy.
Naked and hairy?
Very hairy.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel there?
I feel like I'm in survival mode.
Survival mode. Describe your skin. What color is your skin?
Like tan.
Mm-hmm.
Like tan.
Mm-hmm. And what about your hair? What does that look like?
It's dark and it's like long and unkept.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And my body hair is long.
Mm-hmm. And what about your face? Describe your face to me.
I'm like a brute, like very rough
Repeat.
features.
Repeat that.
I'm like a brute, like very rough features.
Brute.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like big nose and big lips
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
and like a wide face.
Wide face. What part of the world is this that you're in?
It feels like the Amazon. Feels
Amazon. Mm-hmm.
like a rainforest, but it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel wet, so I don't know if I'm cold because I'm wet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And do you live in this place alone?
I don't feel like I live alone, but I'm here alone now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm going back home.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm lost, kind of.
You feel like you're lost.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. What year is it?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but I see like big birds flying,
Birds. Mm-hmm.
big birds.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I'm like low to the ground. I'm like walking through the forest.
Low to the ground. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'm walking through the forest, but I can see up through the trees, and it's daytime, and I can see like what seem to be like dinosaurs, kind of like big birds flying.
Mm-hmm. And how tall do you feel? Short or tall?
I'm tall,
How tall?
uh, maybe like 6 feet or 7 feet,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I feel small in comparison to my surroundings.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what happens next? You're there walking through the forest. What happens next?
I feel like I have to go back home.
Mm-hmm.
Is my feeling. Like I'm walking through the forest trying to find my way back home,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I'm nervous
Nervous.
and like scared, kind of, because I'm alone.
Nervous and scared because you're alone. And
Yeah,
what could you possibly encounter there alone?
everything.
Mhm,
Like I'm surrounded by the wild.
mhm,
I feel like I can get attacked at any time.
mhm, Have you been alone
But
before?
yes, but I feel like I was hunting
Mhm, okay,
and I lost my crew.
mhm, mhm. Have you been attacked in this place before?
I have, but I've had like spears and tools,
Mhm,
but now I don't have anything.
mhm, okay. So tell me what
I,
happens next.
I don't. I don't feel like I make it back home.
What happens?
I don't know.
And what is happening now? What are you experiencing?
Uh, I feel like it's getting dark,
Mhm,
as if I'm like dying.
mhm. Okay. So let's go back to just before this, before you got lost and separated from your people.
Hmm.
You to go back before that. I'll count from three to one. I'll get to one. I want you to go back to what was happening before you were lost and separated from the people you were with. Three, two, and one. You there now? Where are you?
Mm. We're like in a cave,
Mm-hmm.
and we we're like a group of men. We're in a cave, like
Mm-hmm.
gathering utensils, kind of like uh, like rocks that are pointy
Mm-hmm.
and and what seems to be like weapons, but it's elements of nature, like rocks and sticks and twigs
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that to go out hunting.
Mm-hmm. Did you make these weapons yourself, or were they just naturally that way and you chose them because of their shape?
I feel like we're choosing the weapons, like
Mm,
we're scouting for.
okay.
We're
Okay.
not making them. We're scouting for like sharp items.
Mm-hmm. You say you're a group of men. How many are you?
We're like five,
Mm-hmm.
four
And these.
besides me.
Mm-hmm. And who are these men? How do you know them?
They feel like my tribe, like my like my family.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see the women. I don't see women. I only see just us
Mm-hmm.
men gathering utensils to go out.
Mm-hmm. And do they look like you, or do they look different?
Yeah, they vary in height, uh, but we're all about the same height
Mm-hmm.
and we're the same structure, big arms and
Mm-hmm.
like big feet and big toes.
Mm-hmm. And do you have names for each other? Did they call you any particular name?
No, we we communicate by sound.
Mm-hmm.
We don't speak.
Mm-hmm. Can you share a little bit of that communication with me now?
Uh, Sounds like just phonetic sounds, like uh, and things like that.
Mhm. Mhm.
And and we communicate by body language and like phonetic sounds,
Mhm.
no actual language. Like we
Mhm.
don't speak a language.
Mhm. Mhm. And you said that there are no women there. Where are the women?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you
I
live
feel
there?
like they're back, like we left them back
Mhm. Mhm.
to what feels like home.
Okay. All right.
I don't I don't know how far away we are
Mhm.
from the women.
Mhm.
We've maybe walked like hours,
Mhm.
and we're in a cave
Okay.
now, and it was raining, so we went into the cave.
Okay. All right. So tell me what happens next. You gather these weapons or tools. What happens next?
And we're walking, we're out walking and kind of looking at our surroundings.
Mhm.
I feel like I get bit
Mhm. Bit. And where part of your body do you get bit?
on my right foot
Mhm. And
between the ankle and the heel,
mhm. And what bites you there?
a snake,
Mhm. Describe the snake.
like green and black,
Mhm.
and it moves like an S, quick,
Mhm.
like bit me quick and
Mhm.
left.
Mhm. And what happens next? What goes through your mind as you realize you've been bitten?
I feel fine. I just like kick the snake off and keep going.
Mhm. Mhm. And what happens next?
But I feel like 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 distorted,
Your
like
story.
lost.
Mhm. Are the other men still there with you?
I feel like they're like far ahead,
Mhm.
like they've kind of left me behind.
Mhm. So when you were bitten, were they aware that you got bitten?
No, I was like the last one on the line.
Mhm. All right. And what happens next?
I start getting really cold,
Mhm.
and I keep looking up and seeing like birds flying,
Mhm.
and
And
then
are
it just
they what?
like starts getting dark.
Mhm. And do you still see the other men ahead?
No, not anymore.
Mhm. Okay. So I want you to go ahead and close that scene. Close that scene. I want you to go back again before this event, before you were in the cave, before you were bitten by the snake. Go back to what was happening before. Another significant event. I'll count from 3 to 1. And when I get there, you'll be there. 3, 2, and 1. Where are you?
I'm in the same life, but I'm somewhere that feels like home.
Mm-hmm.
Feels warm.
Mm-hmm.
We're like a big tribe.
Mm-hmm. Are you alone or are you with this tribe?
No, we're together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
How old do you
it's
feel there?
I feel the same age.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Mm.
like I went back to where the women were.
Okay. All right. And what's happening there?
We're like we consider ourselves a big tribe. We're like 20 people,
Mm-hmm.
women, men, and children.
Mhm.
And I feel like uh, there are like there's a pregnant woman there,
Mhm.
and it feels happy there.
Mhm.
I'm not the eldest,
Mhm.
but I'm one of the oldest.
Mhm. And within your tribe, um, do you have a personal family of your own?
We don't. We're all one family.
Mhm.
We don't have one wife or
Mhm.
one kid.
Mhm.
It's like the kid of the tribe.
Mhm.
The wife, like the women are of the tribe. Like it feels like polyamory.
Gotcha. Okay.
No monogamy, no
Mhm.
monogamous relationships.
Mhm. And how do you feel about that?
I feel fine.
Mhm.
I'm uh, I'm part of the tribe.
Mhm.
I'm part of the hunters and gatherers.
Mhm. Mhm.
Everybody has roles. I'm part of the hunting.
Mhm. And what are the other teams or other troops or areas for people other than the hunters and gatherers? What are the other responsibilities and roles there that others take on?
The younger women take care of the kids
Mhm.
and and kind of keep the fire going
Mhm.
and cook. And the elders are like making medicine
Mhm. Mhm.
off of like fruits and
Mhm.
berries and like twigs and leaves. They're like making uh, remedies.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh,
All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and close that scene. I want you to go to that very last moment in that life before you take your last breath. I want to see what happened to that body, how that body died just before you took your last breath. 3, 2, and 1. What's happening? Where are you?
and I feel like I've within my distortion, I've like not fainted, but I'm like in that process of like slowly falling
Mhm.
and looking up,
Mhm.
and I feel wet and I feel cold. I don't feel pain at all. I just feel like my eyes are closing and it's getting dark.
Mhm. Everything around you getting dark.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
And
I'm leaving.
mhm. And as that's happening, what thoughts are going through your mind?
I kind of I can only think of like the pregnant woman in my tribe,
Mhm. Thinking
that
what?
one pregnant woman in my tribe.
Mhm. That one pregnant woman in your tribe? Mhm.
Like I love her
Mhm.
and the baby. Like I love her and the baby.
Mhm. Mhm. And is
And
that child yours or one of the other men's?
I feel like it's mine,
Mhm. Mhm.
but I don't know.
Mhm. And so if you share women there, why you have a personal affinity to that one?
I feel like I've fallen in love with her.
Mm-hmm. Is that allowed in your tribe?
I haven't expressed it.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel it.
Is it allowed for you to express it?
Nobody really does.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
kind of just all love each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are no labels there.
Gotcha. Okay. And so you're laying there thinking about that woman and the baby. What happens next?
I just go into like what seems to be the universe. Like I just go into
Mm-hmm.
this dark place where I
Mm-hmm.
can see the stars.
Mm-hmm. So
So
what happened?
I
Go ahead.
I feel like I've died.